What is going on, travelers? Welcome back to episode 2 of the survival guide, where I show you how to optimize your build, find buildable materials, claiming locations as a base, wearing armor, your first vehicle, and what are upgrades. But first, let's go over how to load your weapon. While your firearm is in slots 1 through 3, press the key to hold the weapon. Once held, press R. R is for reload, which means any weapon that you have that doesn't have a magazine will automatically reload straight from the bullet case or your bullet stack. Others need magazines. Make sure you load these magazines by dragging the bullets to the magazine. That fills the amount of the magazine, and then you take that magazine and then pull it over to your weapon. If you have multiple magazines of the same magazine for this type of weapon, it'll automatically reload as if it was just taking bullets from the stack. Also remember, you have to match the size, or I should say the caliber of the bullet, to the specific magazine. It can't just be any bullet, it has to be a specific one. If you look over towards your weapon, you can see the description on the lower right corner that it could be 556, 308, 762, and etc. Awesome, now you're ready to shoot your first pew pew. But now let's go ahead and talk about optimizing the stats in your journal. Your journal stats give you stronger abilities while you're in game, such as toughness, first aid, fishing, scavenging, pretty much almost everything you do in the game. You get XP for it, and it makes you more powerful than before. Let's go ahead and use toughness as an example. If you were to get hit consistently, that gives you XP towards toughness, which means it's harder to hit you when you do get hit. There's also magazines for you to read, like little skill books. Once you pick up these skill books, right click and read them. Once you have read them, they give you different amounts of XP. Some, volumes 1 through 3 of whatever topic, can give you 250 XP, versus other books that will give you a full-on XP boost up until the next level, which means once it hits the next level, no more XP, you're going to need another magazine in order to do the same thing of that type. Buildable mats can be found in industrial loot boxes, construction sites, you name it. If it says industrial loot on it, you're more than guaranteed to find supplies. By gathering natural resources and mats, you can begin to craft your own crafting bench to put down at a base location you have chosen. This keeps zombies from spawning at your base, as well as other crafting tables such as the construction bench, weapons bench, and disassembly bench, and more. Speaking of benches, I mentioned you can use these benches to claim territory as a base. You can construct a base or inhabit a building that is pre-made. Using tents as storage is a good beginner's tactic to save up on mats for you to store your loot. There is also furniture, lighting, and decor that you can find when looting to decorate your base or build in the crafting bench. Now, in order for you to get a crafting bench, you need to go and press tab. Once you press tab, you go to your crafting menu, and you'll notice right in the middle that there's a crafting bench for you to build. Go ahead and look at the bottom for the resources. You're going to need these. There's not very much, I think it's a few wood, and then you're ready to build. You can also get the natural resources by cutting down trees, picking specific rocks with a pickaxe. Be sure to get your rusty metal from specific cars that have this black smoke on it. At first, before you start getting your passive skill at the bottom there, you'll be able to get about 18 of these. Once your passive skill is set, you'll be able to get double of that. It should be 36, but it's actually 32, so you almost get double. Once you have it crafted, go ahead and plop that bench down where you want it to be at. Now this area is free of zombies. If you're wondering why it's not working for you once you put furniture down, make sure the furniture or the crafting table says will not spawn zombies, or something of that nature. POIs are not as intimidating as you might think. Depending on the size of the POIs, the idea is to gather the zombies into one spot to you, and you can stand on a car, van, or something higher than the zombies and shoot them one by one. The best way is to craft a noisemaker from your weapon station. Throw this or a grenade to make a loud sound in one spot. All the zombies will come around to that one spot, and you can throw another grenade or R2 and use a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher to take many zombies out in one fell swoop. You now have the freedom to loot, but be cautious of the zombies that are still lingering in the area. Let's talk about armor. Armor has its own slot in the equipment menu. Look for the armor that has pockets and a good amount of protection. 20% and up is ideal, but find what you can. Chest armor with pockets, i.e. the hunter's vest, provides you with 24 slots with little protection, while the other armor such as ghillie, spec / black ops armor provides 14 slots but higher armor. The helmet is the same way. It provides a decent amount of protection. The highest I've seen so far is about 12%. If you see anything higher, snag it and wear it. Now that you can work your way around the map and start taking out zombies with more than just a melee weapon, it's time to get a vehicle. Vehicles spawn all over the map on dirt and paved roads ready for you to pick up. Be sure to have a repair kit and fuel kit ready, as some vehicles may need maintenance. You can grab both most of the time at gas stations or crafting vehicle kits at crafting benches. If you have the urge to run over zombies, don't, as the health in your car degrades each time you run over a zombie. Vehicles can be towed by hitching them together. If you find multiple vehicles together, line them up close to each other bumper to bumper, starting from front to back. Get next to the car and choose the option tow vehicle. If you do this backwards, it will result in a glitch and your vehicles may whirlwind away. When I talk about upgrades, I mean rarity. Gray is general, purple is rare, and yellow is legendary, meaning the best in game. We'll talk more about weapon upgrades when we move into the combat portion. We didn't talk about gas masks. Gas masks come in different tiers, like I mentioned with the upgrades. We have one that's general, one that's rare, and one that's legendary. Depending on which one you get, specifically help you in different levels of radiation locations. Make sure to have a gas mask in these areas with a filter and radiation pills to keep your radiation level up. You can use charcoal tablets to bring the oxygen filter back up to 100%. Unfortunately, you'll have to take that out of the mask and then put it into your inventory, bring the charcoal to the filter, and then move the filter over to the gas mask. By doing this, you're able to have a nice 10 stack of oxygen filters if you need to, if you run out of the charcoal tablets. Let me know down in the comments your best survival tips for helping a new player enter the world of Surrounded with ease. Next episode, we're going to go more in depth into specific topics such as first aid, combat, making sure all your stats are getting the XP that they're supposed to, and moving up to mid game. Go beyond, Traveler.